Well, what do women really want?
Well, Al, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Because I have made it my lifetime goal to figure that out.
You don't have a clue.
And I have all the answers.
You do? You're sitting on $1 million, sir.
You better believe it.
Okay. Sarah is trying to get just a few of the answers now. Steve's got it figured out. Anyway, she has some special guests to help her in Studio B. Sarah, I guess you could have stayed over here, though.
Apparently so.
Could you
I think
talk
we're
with
having
me,
some
Sarah?
technical difficulties here or something, guys.
Oh.
Are we going to be able to do this here? What's going on? Okay.
Sarah?
Well, then let me explain what it's all about.
No. Sarah?
Yes. Okay.
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
I'm really sorry about that.
There you are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and okay, are we here?
Yeah,
All
this
right,
is
that's
artsy.
great.
Go ahead, it's artsy. We mean to do that.
Sort of.
What
Actually,
women
no,
really
it's
want
really
is for things
bad
to work.
TV is what it is. It is not a question of love. Can you actually move so I can see what I'm reading? That's great. But all aspects of life that our next guests are talking about, what women really want. It's a new book. These beautiful ladies are in here to talk about it today, of course, the conservative powerhouse trio. But one of the trio is not with us this morning.
Well, she's still in the world.
She's with us.
Well,
She's coming back. She's
right.
home.
She's still in the world, just not with us here in studio
Exactly,
this morning. We've got Dr. Gina Loudon and Anne-Marie Morel with us to talk more about the book this morning. Good morning to you both.
Well, good morning to you.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about this book and why you felt this was a need to write at this time. What's it really about?
We were just hearing constantly from women that they didn't feel like their views were being adequately expressed in the media, in politics, and generally in culture. And so we wanted to address that and kind of, if we could, to be that voice for women who have a lot to say and feel like they've been sort of misrepresented as to what it is they really want.
Mm-hmm. What do you think that is? How do you think women have felt misrepresented?
The Republican Party, I think the two words that really killed the Republican Party is silent majority. Women didn't even need, they didn't know that they needed to speak out. They voted, they went home. They let the politician run the roost and then came back and reelected them. We're finally saying it's up to you to remind politicians who's the boss. And that's starting in the home. That's starting with the family now. And women, if they're feeling like their homes are threatened, they will get out and they will do something. That's why we started doing this.
Mm-hmm. In what way is it that you feel that women are feeling threatened by politicians today? Give me some examples of what you detail in the book.
Well, you know, politics has reduced women to something that we don't think they are. Now, instead of women talking about real things like lowering gas prices by opening the Keystone Pipeline or by things like, you know, just reducing the costs of things that women are dealing with or reducing red tape even for their businesses that many women across the country own. Instead, we're being so degraded by having the national conversation be, can we have more free birth control, please? I think women are about more than that. I think $15 in free birth control will not buy my vote, and it won't buy the vote of most women we talk to. So we want the politicians to really belly up to the bar and say, what is it that women really want? And we're talking about less regulation, lower taxes, lower cost of living. Those are the things that really matter to women.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel as though the Liberal Party, the Democratic Party, has not been able to provide that service?
You mean, well,
to help out women, a voice for women and to be for them. And, you know, there's things like, you know, health care that they fight for, as well as the reproductive rights. You don't think that they're being fought for?
No, I think those are really expensive things that have cost women greatly. And I'm not just speaking about the Democrat Party either. I want to say very carefully that the elite in both parties are majorly to blame for this. They want to tell women what women want. And women want to say, hey, you know what, we're the grassroots. And actually, by the way, if you're elected, you work for us. And that's the message that we want women to engage in the process, regardless of their party. We want them to get involved at the grassroots platform level. We have a whole chapter in what women really want called Platforms and Stilettos. And that's exactly what we're talking about, is how one woman can affect major change in our country, regardless of her party, her politics, or whatever. But we want women to engage.
Do you think we're starting to see that a little bit now? Do you see just a little inkling or, you know, just a little bit of light, you know, at the other end of the tunnel, that women are really starting to get more involved in that way?
The Democrat Party has always been very good at being involved. I mean, they're notorious for that. As much as the Republican Party, especially grassroots people. The word grassroots just kind of popped up because that's kind of we the people starting to realize that we didn't have a voice and we were allowing someone else to speak for us. But the Democrats have always done really well at that, and we have a lot to learn from them. If we want something done, don't sit at home and wait for it to happen. You want something, you want to talk the talk, then you get out and you walk the walk. And we created our website, Politichicks. There are women across the United States that write for us. They're activists. They're getting involved locally. If you don't like something, don't just sit at home and cry or throw your television, your shoes at the television set. Get out there and do something. It's up to you.
Okay, and what is the first step, do you think? I know you said grassroots efforts is really it.
I think the first step that really is identifying what it is you want. Faith, freedom for families, freedom to protect our families is a big one too. So knowing things like the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, those are really important things. We put those in the back of our book just as a reference point. We also put Alinsky's Rules for Radicals in the back of our book because we want people to understand what's being used against them as well. And the book isn't just for women. We talk about how real women want real men. None of this sissy boy thing that we have kind of going on in our culture right now. We feel like the old feminists have sort of reduced women to something that they're much better than. And so we just want to help women find their voice and shine.
All right. Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
The Politichicks with the book, What Women Really Want. Thank you so much. Good luck to you both.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.
All right. Back to you, Steve.
Did they meet the Cirque Dreams guy?
Oh, yeah.
That
might be a different chapter.
Right there, right?
Okay. I don't think they're talking about that. Steve.
I know they're not, Al. Just thinking about it.
My turn?
Still ahead.
Your turn.
In the next half hour.